Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. I got here the 2019 Accidental Aliens Anthology. Apparently, there was one of these in 2018. The cover, awesome. It's, what's this called when you have like it's textured like that? It's like embossed or something. It's great. It feels good. Looks awesome. The way the veiny things like kind of reflect like that. It's pretty dope. There's a bunch of stories in the book. And I don't really understand the premise. If this is all supposed to be aliens, there's some clearly non alien things in here. But let's jump in. I mean, we're going to look at some of these stories. Some of them are pretty cool. I really dug the very first one. They're trying to do some science, you know? So they've made like this little creature, and that little creature has been getting bigger and bigger. It's actually eaten everything else that was in the lab area that they had it in. Starts out as a I can show one more page from this, no problem. It starts out, little butterfly bug thing hatching from a chrysalis. Pretty cool. And apparently it's from continued in the second shift number 7 on sale right now. uh let's just here, let's just show like the top over here, like, oh, you can see what's going on in this story, man. Naturally, right? I mean, that's what you'd expect, isn't it? Like things to just go badly. Of course, things are going to go badly when you're messing with the super science. It was just it was a great little story. Now the next one, I really liked the aliens, the way they looked. I thought these aliens looked cool. Look at this dude. This was so cool. I actually opened it up to this while I was streaming earlier, and uh, we were listening to a song that was like a guy that could. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was listening to music, and this was relevant to the music. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. It's just the way things go. It's funny. The actual story itself is just kind of like and then there's a twist at the very end to make it but it starts off with like some really super solid couple of pages of these aliens, their invasion, the way they look, the way they act, the way they do things. Like, it's gross and awesome. Probably the rest of the art's a little weaker. I don't There's something about that style of line art combined with this style of coloring that just looks off-putting to me. It's kind of like I know a lot of people are super into, say, like Joe Mad art on X-Men and stuff, but that art has that same kind of problem, in my opinion. It doesn't quite gel for me. This was pretty cool, but it does look kind of like a web comic, mainly because of the coloring, I think. Big monster invades a town. It's a simple little story, pretty well handled. The That look on her face, man. You don't want to mess with her. You don't want to mess with her. She's got like Wonder Woman's lasso there. Now this one is, we're like getting increasingly web comic-y as we progress into the book. This one is totally looks like a web comic. This was also one of the more satisfying stories, even though I knew exactly where it was going right from the start. Uh, Person's brother died. This person also found a body washed up on the beach, and she kind of figures it out. And well, there's a monster in it, and you can see the monster over here. Pretty cool. Mostly, I liked the writing in this. I thought that was pretty good. The whole reason I backed this book was the Terry Mayo story, and it turns out that this is one of the weaker stories in the book, which is kind of funny. The best part of it is the title, Head of State, Severed Head. Yeah. I'm not going to really get into it past that. The art is. I really don't like. And again, I think it's the way it's colored. I think the line art underneath it is fine, but the coloring looks too fakey digitally, if that makes any sense. I do like the manipulation that the severed semi-zombified head goes into. Like, it's funny how you can take somebody who has nothing, give them a little bit of hope, and make them do anything. That's basically the plot of this. That's what happens here. Nice little fun twist at the end. You got to expect a twist at the end, right? I mean, this is kind of like a horror novel type thing. There's always a twist. Oh, hold on. There's a funny panel. How do you beat like a heavily armed security guard guy? You throw a zombied head at him. That got a laugh out of me, I gotta admit. It's a little political, though. Uh, this here, like, I'm not even gonna read it. I hated this story. It's like taking like an old comic, and then it's like you're getting a meta narrative of someone doodling on top of the old comic, and it just, I think it fell completely flat. Your mileage may vary. The next one, Tale of Rust. Apparently, this was in. There was a part of this in the previous one. It's got this really great action sequence. Got a techno Viking, whatever a techno Viking is, battling a like crocodile man, and it is super dope. You know, because the you got the two brainy guys talking, and techno Viking is just over here. Look at this, man. Boom! With an immense amount of strength, he throws a techno Viking. I speculate on other attributes it possessed, like the whip-like tongue and stuff. And of course, at the end, the techno Viking emerges triumphant. No, that's not the end of the story. I wouldn't have given the ending away like that. But that was a very, very satisfying sequence of panels, and the other people narrating it, and then the narration highlighting what's going on in the panels. That's always fun when that happens. I really appreciated it. It was a good story. There's something about the art that's super appealing too. It's so simple looking, you know, but it looks great at the same time. I dug it. The last story, Icor. It's got this painterly style, pretty cool. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like a lot really happens in this story, but they're investigating this place where there's a bunch of stuff to salvage, and it was underground, it was buried, and so part of it got exposed, and so they've been digging into it. Some munitions just went off, and that's why it got exposed. And all the guns were pointed at this door. This door's got they put bombs on it, you know, some breaching charges to blow their way in. Ernesto, we may want to hold off on cracking this egg for a bit. Something doesn't seem right. You should have listened to the dude right there. The banter back and forth between the characters is pretty good. They sound like real people. They sound like actual human beings because they're talking about, you know, like, yeah, when I get done, I'm going to go on a date and stuff like that, which kind of belies the danger. And then these little narration boxes highlight the danger. Stories meant to protect children. They'll experience take over. Stories about monsters that jump from the shadows and punish foolish children. Should have listened to your parents is all I'm getting. And there's a bunch of signatures right here, which was kind of cool. I don't recognize all of them. I don't have to recognize all of them. I don't remember what I paid for this. It was probably like 15 bucks or something, and probably plus shipping on top of that. I think I was very satisfied with the purchase. I mean, at the end, I got one, two, three, four, five, five stores I really liked. One that was pretty good, one that was kind of mediocre, and then one that didn't do anything for me. Given the size of the book, it's pretty weighty, and this really great cardstock cover. This cover is dope. Excellent Aliens are a San Diego-based art studio that meet every week to create comics, drawing such solitary activity that together they've compiled a series of original. Oh, well, there you go. That's what the Accidental Aliens means. Discover more at their website. Cover price is apparently $9.99, and if I saw this in the store at or if you see this in the store at $9.99, absolutely should go for it. Oh no, that cover got bent at some point. I probably did that when I was reading it. Oh well. Oh well, accidents happen. Accidents happen. Huh. Who knew? Who knew? You all take care of yourselves. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you next time. Click on some of the stuff down in the description below. I'll appreciate that. And there's probably, if I remember to do it, there'll be some things to click on the screen, like a playlist, or make sure you subscribe by clicking the one over here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.